babe. My crummy ass in, bro. Crummy ass in. Night to my beautiful people. I knocked out exactly at 1 a.m. And I blew dry my hair. Kind of make it. Kind of made it curly last night, but kind of got messed up when I slept. It kind of got messed up, I think. My hair's so long. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hi, my loves. Yeah, I didn't get to see Kevin. I literally knocked the fridge out. Hi, Jules, my love. How are you? Hi, Bitty Boo. I didn't want to sleep with my hair wet. As you see, I did airbrushed it, air dried. And I woke up a little early because I have to get there on time, guys. Let me start with this because I feel like every time I wake up, because of this weather so cold now, I feel like my wife's got a mad or maybe get sick or something. How's the ice over here? I did a facial mask yesterday, so I don't know if my skin looks better, but I peeled off a lot of gunk from my pores. What this? What is this? What is this? Oh, like a little skin. And I did a, not facial mask, sorry, a peeling mask. What is this? Oh my god. Anyways, I got my ice roller. Oh no, this looks a little less. Oh, here's usted. It was my pillow, hold on. A little less emphasis. Good morning, all. You do look like a real lioness. Oh, thank you, my love. It's funny because it was to come. My hair looked way worse before. When I didn't know how to do anything to my hair will be fluffy as well, guys. Fluffy. It's going to be hot today, bipolar weather. Really? It's so cold right now. Oh my god. And the floor looks wet, like if it rained or something. Sonia, my love, how are you? Everybody says hi to each other, and then a big con says module. We don't have modules here. Modules are for work. I got a new toothpaste. Well, I have two of them. This one had baking soda. The chestnut brown color in your hair is pretty. Thank you. I have different shades. The black is underneath because I don't touch my roots from the bottom. So I'm letting them grow. I have a little bit of white. But this is like brown and then it gets really blondie at the end. It's like, actually, this is dark. I don't know what kind of color my hair. I kind of like it though because this is what I do. When I dyed my hair, I kind of just go over it with my fingers, obviously with gloves. And I try to fade out the blondness like this. So it kind of looks like a fade out instead of just a line. It also kind of looks like more mixed in there, if that makes sense. Let's try. That's what I tried to do. ¿Cómo vas con Kevin? I didn't see him last night. I trying to wait for him, but I was tired. Finally, it's like 12:45. He texted me saying, "I'm off, babe." And I love the emoji. I mean, I love the message. And I was like, I'm gonna wait for him. He gets here like in 15, 20 minutes. Kid you not, I knocked the fuck out. I was just looking at the phone and I was like, And I said, I'm just gonna close my eyes for a little bit until he gets here. I knocked the fuck out. The next time I woke up was like around 4 a.m. because I had to go pee. And because Keanu woke me up too. So Keanu ended up sleeping in the bed. And he was by my feet. He was playing with my feet. And I was like, what the fuck? And I woke up, I was like, who's playing with my feet? It was Keanu, but I was kind of like half dead. And Keanu was like this. Así con sus patas abiertas. He looked so cute. He was playing with my fucking toe. And I was like, what are you doing? Oh my God. By playing, I mean scratching it and biting it. Okay, that's playing with him. Just savage and it hurts. And I look on my side and Kevin was sleeping or he was like, I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh damn it, I didn't wait for him. Yeah, that's what happened. But I'm gonna let him sleep right now because he got up really late. I don't want to wake him up. I know he's grumpy and stuff. Tomorrow I work. I don't get paid, but I still have a good amount from last week. I'm telling you, it's a good time so far. Let's put this in the bag because it's getting in the way. But I just still have a good amount from last week. Like I said, I don't know what Kevin's doing tomorrow. So, baby, what? I got plans. Just kidding. No, but for real. Oh my God, today's 8 in the morning. I have my water bottle. I think there's certain times where I'm supposed to drink water. Should I refill it right now? Maybe I'll start tomorrow because it's already past 8. I'm gonna start doing it today, but I'm gonna start at 10. Yeah, in the middle is pretty. Sonia, bien, gracias Dios, hermosa. ¿Y tú cómo estás? Yeah, it's gonna be a hot week. Man, it's crisp, 65 degrees where I am. Love fall. Yeah, it feels like fall, Sonia. It feels like fall. It feels pretty. I love it. Okay, it's 8:28. We're trying to leave by 9:30. I'm trying to get there at 10 a.m. so I could leave 30 minutes early. If I get to leave 30 minutes early, I'm gonna start washing all my clothes today. Wash all my clothes. And I can take the blanket because Kevin's on it, but the blanket's so yellow. Not on my side. It's on his side. I don't know why. I mean, he does sweat a lot for a guy, but every time I try to go like this to the blanket, half white, half yellow. I don't know how. My side is white, his side is yellow. I'm like, we both shower every night. How is his so dirty? I'm starting to think he's just not cleaning himself properly or something. I don't know, but yeah. But it's been 2 weeks, 3 weeks that we washed the blanket, so we gotta go wash it, bro. Alright, let's start doing our eyebrows. It's getting a little late. Okay, it's not late, but I just want to get ahead, you know what I'm saying? So I do want to do a cute eyeshadow today with the wing. Yeah, but yesterday my boss was really like, I don't want to say the word, but she was very bitch. Why? Abuso la ropa stains. But his pillow is yellow too, so. Sorry, I'm exposing my boyfriend. I gotta stop being too honest sometimes. I mean, it's nothing bad, you know. It's just, he probably just sweats a lot, which is normal, you know. My ex, for some reason, was like that too. He used to sweat a lot. I don't know, is this a Sagittarius thing? Probably it is. It probably is a Sagittarius thing. Oh, yesterday, like little off topic, but yesterday, I told you guys I have a minor working at my job, and she's like, I don't say the word hot, but she's a very attractive girl, and guess she's young, you know, she's just very like highly developed or something like that. And every guy at work gaga over her, but she's a minor, she's 17. And I told you one of my bosses, who I think is like 38, I don't know how old he looks like 38, probably younger, is gaga over her too. And I told you guys, he always comes to the front and backs with her. He brings her up in our conversations like nonstop. And I was like, I told you guys I don't want to be involved. I left it alone. Yesterday, there was an old guy that comes to our job. Okay, he's like what, 55? He comes to our job all the time. He's not that old actually. 55 is not that old. A little older guy than her, obviously. He comes to our store all the freaking time. All the freaking time. And he flirts with her. He tries to flirt with her. He says he's being nice to her, but no. He's been coming to our store for a lot of years. Not only that, he used to work at our store. But he retired. He retired early. And I don't know if he retired too early, but now he needs money, so he's doing Instacart. So he comes to our store because he knows our store, he knows where everything is at, and he works at our location. There was the one time where a lady who was married came up to me and said, "Can I talk to you?" And I was like, "Yeah, what happened?" The lady comes up to me and tells me, that guy from produce, because he used to work in produce, he really needs to calm down. I was like, wait, what happened? It all started off like he's a nice guy. You know, he tries to help me out. Now he's asking me personal questions like, am I married? Do I have someone? And I am married and I have a husband. Okay, he knew that, and he's still trying to like get chummy with me. Not only that, she said, he tries to grab my hand, tries to like just get super touchy with me. I don't like it. And I'm gonna tell my husband, the lady said. And even though the lady looked like she was in the older side, maybe like 55 maybe, but she looked good. She still looked really good. I understand why this guy was trying to hit on her. He wasn't doing nothing wrong. They're both what, the same age. But at the same time, if a lady tells you, hey, I don't like you to touch me, I don't like you to talk to me, please stop it, right? I think any woman in the chat will agree with me, right? Doesn't matter the age, but if there's a guy who's touching you or trying to like grab your hand, you're gonna say, no, don't touch me, and that's that, right? Unless you like it, then you don't say nothing. But that being said, oh shit, hold on guys, just trying to be even here. But the lady ended up coming to me because, hold on, excuse me. He said that he wasn't getting the point. Why am I getting hiccups? Sounds like a sexual harassment in the workplace, yeah. But he never really does anything like sexual. He's just trying to like, he grabs their hand like, hey, how are you? How are you? How are you? And he just keeps onto your hand for a while. How are you? Mind you, when I was a bagger, he used to do that to me all the time. Hey mama, how are you? That's the way he talks. I'm not gonna change the way he talks. You know, that's the way he talks. Okay, whatever. He used to hate Kevin. He used to hate Kevin so much because he said, why did I choose Kevin? Why didn't I choose a guy like him? And like, if he's skinny, he thought Kevin was too skinny for me, saying that he just doesn't look like someone a girl would like. And I was like, and you do? I said, like, you do? Because he's not that attractive. I'm gonna tell you right now. He's 55, messed up teeth. He's missing this one. All of these are yellow. I'm sorry, but teeth are important to me. All of these are yellow. The bottom ones are all freaking yellow, rotten. I don't know what's going on with the bottom ones, but they're like rotten or something. And I think 2 days ago he was wearing a mask because he said one of them got really infected and they had to take his teeth off. And I was like, oh my god, finally you went to a dentist? But he's a good guy, you know, he's good personality, nice guy, but he's just too pushy when it comes to women. He loves women a lot. Okay? Sometimes he just has to back up a little bit. And then I try to be nice, you know, and I get it. Sometimes you're trying to be nice, but I learn from my mistakes. When you're too nice to guys, especially men that are kind of like a little pervy like him, you have to watch out because sometimes you're just giving them that little open gate. Oh, she likes it. I'm gonna keep doing it, you know? Finally, he stopped when I freaking. I started to be mean. When I became a manager, I started to be mean because I was like, hurry up, because he used to work there, so I will treat him like shit. Not the shit, but he'll be so slow, like, all right, hurry up, are you ready? It's like, calm down, calm down. Like, no, if you're not ready, then go to the next line. Or go over there and get organized because I'm not going to wait for you. You worked here, you know how this works. And then but I'm just messing with him. But I think he took it personal. And now ever since then, he hates me. He doesn't come to my line anymore. He doesn't try to talk to me anymore, which is good. So now the minor, the girl, the young girl, yesterday I noticed when I was coming back from my lunch, this guy shook her hand and refused to let go of her hand. And she was like this. She was like, okay, okay. It lasted for like less than a minute. And I was like, and I was staring at them like, what the fuck? And then she looked at me and she was like, what the fuck? And then she walked away. And I was like, what the fuck? I looked away. I was like, what the fuck? So then I walked away and it kind of bothered me. Not because of her, but because of him. I'm sorry, but the young girl, she's such a sweetheart. I just don't want her to be taken advantage. Um, it's $15, guys. So then I'm talking to my nemesis, saying, hey, did you saw that? And my nemesis was like, what are you talking about? Like, minor girl. I'm just gonna say minor girl. Minor girl was like, kind of pulling off from freaking M. I'm calling him M because he used to work there. Like, the fuck? He needs to stop doing that. Like, that really bothered me. So then the minor girl comes around me. It's like, all right, bye, guys. I was like, love, I'm going to tell you this because I care. Stop being nice to the wrong people. She's like, what? She's like, I saw that. He's not supposed to be grabbing your hand like that. I'm sorry, but a handshake, okay. But a one, and you're trying to let go and he's not letting go. I'm sorry, but he's being a little too much. You gotta stop being nice to him. Because he's like, I feel like he's just has like a little opening gate. He's a big flirt and he's flirting with the wrong person. Why? Because you're a minor. And she just got like, she got very serious and kind of like quiet, like serious. And that's the thing with her. Like, I love her so much, but she's very, very chummy with the men. She has to be careful because she's a beautiful girl. She's a minor. And, you know, a lot of men don't see her as a minor because she looks mature. And I know how this freaking guy is, so that's why I told her stop being nice to that guy. He's a big flirt, and I have many women come to me complain about him because he's too chummy and too touchy. You have to be careful with him. I'm not saying he's gonna do anything, but just keep your little gate right there with him because he does no good. Obviously she quit, so she's not gonna be there for too long. But still, you know, I still want to like tell her like I guess as a manager, I just kind of it did bother me as a woman as well, you know, because when I was a bagger, I was also in that situation where he was just too chummy, would just come out of nowhere, like try to grab my hand, try to touch my freaking back, or like what the fuck? No, just not right, you know. Yes, of course, 100% harassment. Yeah, sexual. I don't know. I feel like sexual harassment is when they try to grab you or trying to like saying sexual stuff. Or maybe I have them wrong. I think harassment is still harassment. Definitely true. Um, but inappropriate actions, yeah. And then yeah, and then I told her that, and she just stayed kind of serious, like, okay. But I don't think no one wanna be touched like that, you know. I mean, there's some women that like that because they like the attention. If someone grabs you like that and you just laugh about it, it's because you like the attention. What is my cat doing? Doesn't stop scraping. Is he pooping hella hard or something? He's been scraping sand for like a while now. Says I have funny problem with you. Just see your picture, my. Oh, that's nasty. What's your opinion on girls with acne? I don't have an opinion on girls with acne. It's something normal that happens when puberty hits, and sometimes it happens sooner. Sometimes even adults get acne, you know. But I don't think it really should matter. It can be jokes, touching, flirting, asking out, and dates excessively, etc. Yeah, definitely agree. I think harassment is still harassment, whether it's sexual or non-sexual. It's just still harassment, and it makes people feel uncomfortable, you know. Here comes my baby. 8:41. Keanu's looking at me. He wants to get up here. He's walking away now. Oh, he's coming to this side. Oh no, he's leaving. Hi, Keanu. I love him so much. I am obsessed with my cat. I'm gonna tell you what. I already liked cat things, but ever since my love started with my cat, I am obsessed with things with cat. Anything that has like cat little things, I am obsessed with it. Alright. They don't look the best, but I'm just gonna leave them like that. I'm just gonna fix the little ends of it. It's any unwanted attention, yes. Yes, I do agree. I guess when I hear sexual, I just feel like it wasn't sexual, but I guess if it does make you feel uncomfortable or any type of unwanted attention, I guess it is considered sexual harassment. Sorry, I don't. I was gonna say I don't get sexually harassed, but then it did happen to me in my first job, so. Here's where they had. I'm gonna leave them alone. I don't wanna fuck them up anymore, but in my first job, they kind of did the same thing. But again, I was just a little girl. How old was I? Like 23. I just don't really want to have beef with anyone. And there was a guy that every time I came in, he would just purposely bump his elbow on my boob all the time, and I was like, what the fuck? And I thought maybe he was just like, I don't know, he couldn't fit or something. But I started to notice a lot, and there was one time when I really noticed it because he was I was backing up like this so he could pass. And I guess someone else was passing, so he stand right in front of me. And with his elbow, he was just going like this on my boob. And I was like, and I kept going like this, kind of like, for him not to touch me. And I was like, what the fuck? And I never reported it because, like I said, I didn't know if it was bad but I did feel uncomfortable. And I also didn't tell my first boyfriend because my first boyfriend, anyone that would want to touch me, he would beat the fuck out of them. So I just did not want any problems. And that's why I didn't say anything. But I guess that's sexual harassment, I'm pretty sure. He only did it one time, and after that, I just kind of went like that. And I started avoiding him, and I think that's when he stopped because I guess he's like, well, she's avoiding me. And yeah, I started avoiding him, and I just didn't want to be like next to him. And I think that's when he noticed that I just didn't like whatever he was doing. But eventually the place shut down. I only worked there for I think 8 months or 9 months. It shut down, and then I just never saw him again. And what's it called? What else? I think that was it. And then my first job ever, which every freaking Mexican guy that was there, man, and one Salvadorian, all of them, all of them. I wasn't, you guys, like, I was like freaking 145 pounds, had a nice little small perky butt, and I used to like to wear skinny jeans. Even my fucking first boyfriend. I remember one time I came into work and I had like the low cut jeans, those low jeans that kind of like exposes basically your whole belly button. And I didn't wear, don't worry, I didn't expose my whole belly button, but wait, which color did I use? Fudge, I think it was this one. And they were like medium denim, but those jeans that have like the lines in the middle. Yeah, those jeans that have like the lines in the middle? Like, it was a style back then. I don't know if you guys ever wore those, but I had some jeans like that. They were skinny jeans with the little lines in the middle. It kind of makes your legs look a little thicker. That's why I like wearing those. Also, I did have thick legs because my transportation was biking. So I really ripped up my legs really good. And I remember one day I came with those jeans, came with my hat, with my shirt, my work shirt, whatever. I come to the front, check up. We have everything. We have cheese, we have lettuce, because I used to make burritos on the spot. And I'm just standing there, waiting for customers. So I'm just like this, like this, like just waiting. And I'm just standing there, mind you. My first boyfriend, I think me and him were just, I don't know, I think we were just dating at the time, but I don't know what it was. He comes through the back and smacks the shit out of my ass, like literally smacks the shit out of my ass. And I was like, what the fuck? And he just starts laughing. I was like, what the hell? Okay. And I was like, do people that date each other do this? Like I said, I was very gullible, like just stupid, like very stupid. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I didn't say anything, obviously, because technically he's my boyfriend. But I thought we were being friends because I was very dumb. Mind you, when my first boyfriend asked me to be boyfriend, girlfriend, I said no because I don't know you. He said, well, we can know each other as being boyfriend, girlfriend. I was like, okay, in my mind, we're going to be friends. That's what I thought. I'm sorry. I was just very stupid. But obviously, when he started to want to kiss and do more stuff, I was like, oh my God, we're not friends. We're boyfriend, girlfriend. But at that time, I already kind of knew him a little bit, so I did like him, I guess. But yeah, I feel good. And then the Salvadorian guy, he was worse. And he had a girlfriend, bro. Oh my God. Let me tell you the little drama that happened between the Salvadorian and his Salvadorian wife. Well, I think his wife was Mexican. I'm not quite sure. I don't remember. So when I started working there, before everyone else, the Salvadorian guy literally had his eyes on me. Why? I don't know. Again, I was, 22, 23, fresh meat. Everyone saw me like the young girl. And I was full blonde, so I had a lot of people's attention. Everyone at work used to call me Guarita. Every time I came, Guarita, ¿cómo estás? Hola, está Guarita, 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 this, Guarita, that. And everybody had the little nickname. And the Salvadorian guy always be like, Julies. And you look at me up and down. I was like, what the fuck? So when I got hired, he was really, like, he was, oh, nice to meet you. He looked at me up and down, like, checking me out already. I was like, okay, whatever. I completely ignored him. Mind you, I did have a crush on the Salvadorian guy because, again, I didn't know he had a girlfriend. He was my, actually, first guy that I felt like, okay, I have a crush on him. Let's see what happens, I did not like my first boyfriend. I was not attracted to him again. I did saw him work there, but I was not attracted to him. I was attracted to Salvadorian guy. I was not doing anything with him. We were just talking. Every single time he would just want to talk to me. And I was like, oh, how are you today? I was like, how are you? The basic chat. So then one day I go to lunch, and there was another girl there too. She was a little on the older side, so I just never suspected anything to this lady be with the other guy. She just looked a little older to me. Um, so then one day, I go to lunch, and the girl, she sits next to me, and I was like, what the hell? She's like, oh, I don't know if you know this, but I forgot his name. His name was John. Johnny. His name was Johnny. He's like, I don't know if you know this, but Johnny and I are together. And I was like, oh, that's good. Because again, I wasn't boyfriend, girlfriend. It was just a little, small, little platonic crush. Yeah, and I see you guys talk a lot. And I was like, well, he asked me what I want at the front, and I told him lettuce and meat. I don't know. And, I didn't try to explain myself a lot because, again, I never been confronted. Actually, I have. She'll be my second girl that confronted me over a guy. Yeah, she comes up to me saying that they were a thing, and she starts laughing, saying, no, I don't know if you knew, but we're together. And, yeah, we've been together for this and that, and then this and blah, 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 and blee, boo, blah. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that's good. Congratulations. She's like, yeah, and just letting you know. I was like, okay. So then she walks away. I start eating my food, and I was like, what the fuck was that? And then I had another friend, mind you, oh my God, I had another friend who was so amazing there. He passed away, but look how small the world is. This guy who was my best friend at work, he was Kevin's cousin. I didn't know. What I think Kevin was just meant to be in my life some way, but that's what me and Kevin always get like super like. I think we're meant to be because the world just plays around crazy. I had this connection with one of the coworkers. He acted very kind of like, but he was so hilarious, very sweet guy. Me and him will always cheese me, laugh every single time. And one time, one of my coworkers dropped us off, and I remember they dropped this guy off in front of Kevin's house. I never knew that was obviously, never knew him. But I told Kevin, oh, I used to work at Tafajeño. And he said, oh, my cousin used to work there. Who was your cousin? Pancho. I was like, oh my God, that was my friend. It's like, what? That was my cousin. It's like, oh, did you know he passed away? Yeah, I know he passed away. I actually cried when they told me the news. It's like, yeah. And then we both got kind of silent and quiet. But he said that he was one of the sweetest cousins he ever had. And I don't know, what are the odds that I get to date one of my best friends from work cousin, which is Kevin, It's crazy. Anyways, back to the topic. Pancho, me and Pancho used to be like, chisme. He's like, ¿qué pasó? He said, oye, ¿qué pasó? And I was like, pues parece que fue y me dijo que Johnny y ella son novios y que nomás quiera que yo supiera. Ay, pinche vieja reja. Dice, ese güey coquetea con todos and blah, blah, blah. We were just talking smack. And I was like, oh my God, like that was so unnecessary. I was like, okay, like, if anything, he should put his boyfriend on check because he's the one flirting with everyone. But I remember that happened to me, and I was like, what the fuck? That was my little drama from work with this girl. And then when everybody knew that my ex liked me, she was shipping us so hard. And you know what's funny, guys? When she knew that me and my boyfriend were like a thing, ex-boyfriend, she started to flirt with him. Why? I don't know. I don't know how to deal with people flirting with my guy. I mean, I'm not the jealous type at the time, I just didn't know. I was like, okay, the friends, like, I will laugh it off. And there was a time where it didn't bother me, honestly. She tried to do it like in front of me, but I think she didn't get nothing out of it because it did not bother me at all. Not saying that I was more attractive to her, but I just knew how much my first boyfriend liked me, obsessed he was with me. I just didn't worry about her at all. There was another lady, also Salvadorian, with a big, ginormous butt. And there was one time where my first boyfriend was bending over to pick something from the bottom of the freaking floor. And this lady, little old lady, okay, she wasn't that old. She was like in her 60s. Little 60-year-old lady with a big badonker sits on my first boyfriend's butt back. And I was like, what the fuck? And I was standing there, and then my boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, looks at me. He's like trying to get like I'm gonna beat him up or something. I was like, what the fuck? And I just laughed it off because I thought it was funny. And again, it didn't bother me. Finally, a young girl, Salvadorian too, gets hired at my job. Young girl, a very pretty girl at that. big butt, and she was my first insecurity. That's when I felt insecure. I didn't feel insecure with the other young girl. I didn't feel insecure with this girl. With this girl, I did feel insecure because she was beautiful. She was pretty, and I started finding myself comparing myself to her. Like, oh my god, she has a nice body, and obviously I had a nice body too, but she was thick. I was just skinny thick, if that makes sense. I was more like on the slim side thick, and she was like thick, thick, thick. She had like big butt, big legs, everything. And I think she just come from Mexico. I think she didn't speak English. And I remember when they hired her, like, hey, do you speak English? She's like, no, just Spanish. That was fine. Mostly people that come to eat here speak Spanish. So they hire her. And who had to train her? My boyfriend, ex-boyfriend. My ex-boyfriend had to train her. So then for me, that became, when they told me they were trainer, I was like, oh, whatever. And then when I met the girl, I was like, oh. No, actually, when I met the girl, I didn't feel insecurity. I thought she was kind of like nice and sweet. So I shook her hands, like, oh, nice to meet you. Whatever. So I didn't pay much attention. When my insecurity started was when one day I came from work and they were both laughing. They were both laughing. He was telling, oh, you have to do this and you do that. And I was like, what the fuck? But he wasn't flirting with her. He was just teaching her things and she was laughing about it. Why? I don't know. So I was like, whatever. So then I leave or whatever. And then one time, I guess her training was over. She had to learn on her own how to do stuff. And for every little single thing. Marcos. That was my first boyfriend's name. Marcos. For everything. And I was like, what the fuck? Why is he bothering him so much? So then finally it became a thing, like, what's it called? Like, why did she have to call you for everything? Didn't you train her already? And then that's what I thought in my mind, but I didn't say anything because again, I was more like not that much problematic. So then I was like, I'm not gonna say nothing, whatever. Do I want to do pink? No, it's not gonna match. Oh fuck, this is the one I did last time and I hated it. Whatever. So then, yeah, then it started to be bothering me and whatever's. Is this video on repeat? No, she saw you as a threat. I probably did. I feel like as a teen girl, especially experiencing the worst, is gross because it's always grown old men. Yes, that is true. So then the young girl keeps like bothering my first boyfriend, like for everything. And then it becomes bothersome because I'm like, bro, did you not get just trained? Why you need to ask him for everything? So then finally, one of my coworkers, older coworkers, had my back or something. She went up to her and said, can you please stop bothering her because you know that he's with her. And I was standing right there. And I guess because I was so quiet and timid, I didn't want to say anything. But they felt like I was bothered. And it's like, yeah, they're together. So I don't know if you just want to like back up a little bit because you already got trained. And the little old lady was so funny. Oh, her name was Doña Mari. We used to call her Doña Mari. She was so funny. Oh my God, bless her. Hopefully she's still doing good right now. She's like, ya no le preguntes, chamaca. Le dice, tú ya aprendiste. And then she's like, oh, okay. Mind you, she never had a connection with me. She never wanted to talk to me. She never nothing. I don't know what. Maybe she saw me as a threat as well. I don't know. Mind you, she had a boyfriend. So another freaking big, tall guy. I guess she was into tall guys because my first boyfriend was really tall as well. Another tall guy, same thing. It was her boyfriend, came to visit her. It's like, who's that? So, oh, that's her boyfriend. And then that's when my boyfriend told me, see, she's taken. Don't worry about her. Like, she has her own thing going on. Okay, whatever. So then when I saw she had a boyfriend, I felt relief. I was like, yeah, maybe I am overthinking, whatever's. So then one day, this girl, oh my God, guys, I don't know what happened. I guess she did like my first boyfriend. I don't know why, but yeah. So one day, I'm taking the cocido. The cocido de res is basically a soup with vegetables and chicken. And I'm taking the cocido de res like this. Mind you, I'm screaming, cocido de res, cocido de res. We have to scream so everybody knows that we're right behind them and it's hot. And I, cocido de res. Everybody moves except her. Everybody moves except her. Obviously, to not tip it over her, I end up tipping it over myself. I was going in a hurry. She bumps into me. Mind you, everybody move to the side because they heard me screaming cocido de res. Mind you, I'm fucking loud. This bitch, for some reason, decides not to move, so I bump into her. And do I bump into her? No, she turns around and bumps into me. Because I'm pretty sure, yeah, because everybody said that they saw it. I don't remember, to be honest. But everybody said that she's the one who bumped into me, but I think I bumped into her. Honestly, I don't know. Anyways, for me to not hurt her, mind you, I did not want to throw that cosito. If I was evil, I would have gone like this, you know? I would have never done that. So because I was like, oh shit, I'm like, it's a fast thinking. Like, I'm going to, like a second thinking. It's either her or me. The cosito is going to follow her or me. Well, but I end up stopping like really abruptly, and I go like this, like se me para todo. It was like a big pot. Se me para, all the cocido res falls on my whole arm, all of it. Hot, burning soup from here to here. I dropped the cocido de res. No, I didn't drop it. Yeah, I dropped it actually. Yeah, I dropped it. No, did I drop it? No, I actually kept holding it on. I was holding on to it still. Even the lady's like, ¿por qué lo sigues agarrando? Because I don't want to drop the rest. I saved half of it, and then she's like, ay, mija, ¿qué te pasó? And I was like, oh my, I was like this. I didn't want to cry. Finally, I just like, traigan hielo, traigan hielo. Everybody started panicking. Everyone bring ice. And then I go to the freaking station, like the water, and I'm just running it with cold water. And I'm like literally holding my tears, and I'm like this. It's 9:01. Bitch, I gotta stop talking. And I start holding my tears. I'll put a little bit of shimmer here because it looks a little dry in here. And then I start crying. And Doña Mari, she pissed off. Pinche vieja, yo la miré. Esa pinche chamaca no se quitó a propósito. Yo ya sé que no te quiere. Pero vas a ver, pinche chamaca. She got so mad for me. Because she was standing there. She said she saw. She said that she heard everybody moved when I screamed cocido de res, and she went like this and she stood there purposely. That's what she said. I don't want to accuse her of something that evil, but I don't remember what happened. And then yeah, and then Doña Mari, she's the one that reported it because I didn't want to report it. She reported it to my manager, and she said that that girl is evil. She said the girl is evil, and she said she needs to go. Like, I saw when she did not want to move, she was just screaming cosita de res. She burned her hand. You know that could scar and blah blah blah. It didn't scar, as you guys can see. It was a horrible experience. I'm gonna tell you that. I don't think it was, the burn was very very bad. Okay, my whole arm got poofy, if that makes sense. The skin got poofy with pus. I don't know if you guys ever had a burning experience, but my whole skin basically got poofy with pus, and it was a horrible experience. I had to wear a sleeve to protect my hand for like almost 3 weeks until it healed. And I had to bandage it up because the pus kept popping out, so it was disgusting. And obviously I couldn't stop working. I had to keep working, and I would come with work with a bandage up a whole arm from here with a sleeve. And I guess when they saw me, I guess the managers felt so bad. They ended up firing the girl for what's it called? For poor lack of communication. I forgot what it was, but I remember she was crying, and then she finally came up to me and she said, "I'm sorry, like I didn't hear you, like I didn't meant to hurt you." And then when my ex-boyfriend, when he found out, he was mad too. He was like, "They better fire that bitch, fire that bitch." And I guess all the coworkers backed me up. Oh my god, look at all the shimmer. Ah! All the coworkers backed me up, and then I guess the management saw how many people were mad for me. And they ended up firing her. And yeah, they fired her. But that was my, I guess, little drama that happened. I can't believe that happened to me, to be honest. I never thought that there would be mean people in this world. Mind you, I was just, didn't do anything, because like I said, I don't like drama. And even back then, I just never felt the urge to do anything, Like, why should I do anything, like, drama-wise, And, yeah, that's what happened to me when, I guess a girl was, like, intimidated by me. But, like, honestly, I don't know why. I think maybe she did want my boyfriend or something, and she was trying to get in between them. Because there was many times, there was one time where she was eating something. She was trying to feed him. So, yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't like to. Yeah, guys, that was the story. The one time I had my arm burned by a girl. Uchi, my love. She was like, sorry, but not sorry. Yeah. Basically, Uchi, I'm even surprised she decided to apologize. Yeah. Karma Dopey working overtime. She saw something you had and was jealous. I mean, I think I was cute in my own way. I was 145. 100. I gained a little bit weight back then. I think it was a 155 already. But I did have like, I had a nice physique. It wasn't the best, but it was a nice physique. I had a nice small little perky butt. And my face, I never wore makeup. A lot of people say I look pretty without makeup or whatever, even though everybody hates me here in the chat. I never wore makeup, so everybody just, I don't know, they just were attracted to me, maybe. I don't know. But this girl did wear makeup. She had mascara. She had her, like, wing, and that was my insecurity. I was like, oh my gosh, she knows how to do makeup. She looks so pretty. That's what I thought. And, yeah, that's what happened, guys. But I think the best guy that was probably could have been my boyfriend was Richie. You hear my stomach? Oh. Yeah, I think. Hold on. Okay. So there used to be something's off. Hold on. Oh, I should have left it alone. Fucking shit. It's like I tried to make it better, but I was making it worse. Okay, whatever. So I'm gonna leave it alone because I feel like I'm gonna mess it up. It's already 9:09. Let's get to it. Right? But sometimes people are envious over things you don't realize. It could have been even just the fact that everyone liked you and not her. Definitely, yes. Hi, babe. Who's Chandler? Hello. It looks good. You look gorgeous. Thank you, my love. But yeah, that was the situation that happened with this one girl. But then after they fired her, my ex didn't like the drama that it came every time someone would get hired, and he thought that he just couldn't control his jealousy with all the guys in there. He said, I know you're just being friends with them, you're very nice. And I said, I just cannot look at that. It triggers me. I'm a very jealous guy, or whatever the case may be. He said, I'm gonna quit and find another job. And I was like, okay. He's like, and I was like, you should probably maybe quit and find something else too. I'm like, why can't? I told him I don't have papers, and this is what I they hire here without papers, so that's the reason why I'm here. Oh shit, he's like, I didn't know you didn't have papers. Like, yep, I don't have papers. I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, okay, well, I'm gonna quit next week. I really want to do something more with like cooking, because I love cooking, and I feel like over here they're not letting me learn how to cook. So I'm just gonna go ahead and try to look somewhere else. And then his plan was like, well, I want to go apply at the Cheesecake Factory, blah blah blah. Well, he quits, leaves me alone, and I'm by myself now, you know. And it's very peaceful, you know. It's just very like, I don't know. Ever since he's left, it just became peaceful, because he was just too much, you know. He will always question me, why are you talking to this guy? Why this and that, you know. But after a little drama with this girl, and after the girl quit, I guess even he felt overwhelmed. So he's like, you know what, I'm just not gonna want to deal with the stuff like that. Well, long after he quit, a young guy comes into the door, tries to ask for a job. Little white guy. I'm like, he could have worked anywhere else. Kind of got Best Buy. Anyways, he comes to the door and doesn't even get interviewed, gets hired at the spot. And I was like, well, how come he didn't get interviewed? I'm like, whatever. Didn't pay attention to this guy. Whatever. Finally, they tried to introduce him to me. And they said, Yuli, this is Richie. I was like, Richie? He's like, okay. And I was like, hi, nice to meet you. He's like, hey, what's up? And I was like, like, whatever. You know, like, again, you know, I'm not, what am I going to do, right? Like, whatever. So then, it's been a long time. I don't remember my first interaction with this kid, but how it was in the beginning. But I know me and him became really close. And we got very, very chummy. And around the time where me and my ex were having problems, I was just like telling him, you know, hey, this is going on. He just became a really close friend of me from work, and I will tell him everything. Like, he does this, he does that. Like, that's not healthy, you know? And then there was a time where, like, how come he doesn't come and see you? And I was like, I don't know. He just doesn't visit me at all. It's like, okay. So then my whole job starts shipping me and him. Start shipping us together. Oh, Richie and Yuli, you guys make a cute couple. They used to call us the married couple because me and him were bicker. But obviously we never like touch each other or anything like that, like flirtation. We would just bicker at each other like an old married couple. And it's like, ay no, ustedes parecen una pareja vieja. And every single time, because someone says, hey, that's my order. No, that was my order. And then we'll just be bickering. And finally, there was a time where he started opening up to me, saying that his dad knew the owner. That's why he got hired on the spot. So everybody kind of like, you know, they hired him because he knew the owner. I'm only here for a little bit. I'm eventually going to move back to some other country. I forgot what was it. Oh, okay. He used to smoke a lot. One time he came on his day off. He came with like a black leather jacket. He was kind of like greaser style, kind of like old style. He wasn't ugly. He was actually very cute. And I was like, okay. There was one time we came to visit. Actually, the day that I quit, I was like, I'm gonna quit because I got papers, I got my permit. So I was like, I'm gonna quit, get something better, you know. I feel like this is not my ending point. I wanna find something better. He's like, oh no, it's like, I remember Richie was like, don't leave me, it's like, you know, and stuff like that. I was like, but the reason why I left is because my ex found out that he was working there. He saw him and he said, I don't want you to work there anymore. I was like, whatever. So he saw him as a threat, I guess. One day, me and my ex, I think, had a fight, and I missed him, so I wanted to come and talk to him because he was my friend, and I came over to talk to him, and kid you not, I was like, Richie, and then he's like, Yuli, he literally picked, you would think we were fucking married, I swear. He literally picked me up and swung me around, like, what the fuck, like, how strong are you? It's like, I miss you so much, and I was like, I miss you too, but like, in friends, right? But it kind of seemed like it was something else. So then he started telling me his problem. He's like, are you going on your break? And I was like, yeah, I'm going on my break. Let's go outside. And then he was telling me about his problems. And then he told me, like, let's hang out. Let's hang out. And I was like, I would love to. It's like, and he looked at me, Yuli, you know me and you are just friends. Like, he shouldn't worry about it. I was like, I know, but he's just very jealous. And I don't know. And then he's like, do you want me to put him in his place? And I was like, what? No, like, you don't need to. I was like, I just, she just does not trust me. He thinks there's something going on between you and me. It's like, Yulia, I've never disrespected you, never like nothing, like touch you or anything like that. And, she just never did anything to me. You get me? Like, it was never flirtations, like, oh, you look sexy today. Nothing. It was pure platonic friendship. Me and him were just talking nonstop about our struggles. He would talk about what he was going through with his dad and his family. And I was talking about my relationship and my family problems too. He was just like the best friend. It's just he happened to be a boy. And yeah, and then he was like, oh my god, this sucks so much. Like, I don't know why your boyfriend's like that. And I was like, you never considered breaking up with him? And I was like, no. I mean, he is bad, he's jealous a lot, and there's been times where I want to leave, but then I don't know, I feel bad for him, and I think it was all out of pity, whatever. And then later on, one of my coworkers said he kept asking us if he kept asking us if you were still with your boyfriend. So I think he respected you, but he was waiting for you to break up with your boyfriend so he could ask you out. I was like, I don't think so. He just didn't seem like the type that wanted me like that. And then he's like, no, yeah, he did. He asked a lot about you. And I was like, oh. So then one time I come back, I think I had broken up with my, yeah, I had broken up with my ex. It lasted like 2 weeks, but still I just wanted to come back to see how he was. Also because I was sad. He quit. He left without a single word. I never got his phone number, never got his socials. Like, I never got his social media, nothing, guys. He disappeared like just like thin air, like he never existed. And I had asked everyone, like, what happened? He's like, oh, well, he comes to visit, He does come and visit sometimes and ask about you. He still is asking about you. Like, what? It's like, yeah, so. And then I think at that time, I was like, well, if he comes back, get his number for me, please. It's like, yeah, it's like, how are you? And Marcos, I'm like, not good. Not good. Like, we're just having a lot of problems, and then I don't know, it's very complicated, but I just miss my friend, So just like, yeah, he's like, yeah, your friend. I was like, oh my god, like nothing ever happened. We didn't even hang out together, nothing. I think the only thing that we did very like intimately was that hug that he gave me when he picked me up, and I was like surprised, and I know what to do because he did it so quick. He just grabbed me and grabbed me so hard, and it's like, I miss you so much. And I was like, I know what to do. And my what's it called my coworker was like, yeah, he asks for you a lot when he comes to visit. If you visit, like, and then we told him, yes, you do visit, but you guys never cross paths. I was like, I don't know. Eventually I should stop visiting my job. I mean, I do go right now, but I mean, there's really no purpose to me as, and a lot of those employees don't work there anymore, so they're gone already. They moved on with their lives, or maybe, who knows what. And yeah, I never heard from him. So I feel like he was my lost true love. But I didn't realize that I had like the perfect relationship with this guy, who I knew for like almost a whole year. But he was so respectful. Never do like anything. Like never flirted with me or anything like that. Respected me to 100%. And yeah, and then yeah. And everybody would say, I think you guys were meant for each other, but you guys just met at the wrong moment. And I was like, oh my god. I don't think I ever spoke about Richie with anyone besides you guys. This is my first time ever talking about him. But yeah, that's what happened to me, guys. It's 9:19. Ooh. Sorry, I went blabbering. I can't believe I had the same thing like my mom. My mom had the same experience where she had a guy who she thought was her true love. But she eventually ended up leaving him for my dad, which my dad was way better, obviously. You look gorgeous. Thank you. Looks good. Thank you. The Japan Osaka World Expo will be held from Sunday, April 13, 2025. Please come and visit. Kiana. 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 Hi, Baba. He wants attention. Mi amorcito. Richie. Someone find Richie. No, don't find him. I mean, right now. I don't even think he wants me. Shit. I was actually attractive back then. I used to dress pretty punky back then, too. I had like, the day that he hugged me, I was wearing like black boots, black skinny jeans. I think I just looked like his type because he was like a punky. And I was wearing a black blazer with a see-through shirt because I was coming out of work. It was a see-through shirt, but I had a black tank top, kind of like this one, but a black see-through shirt over it. And that size was a small. Oh my god, I can't believe I was that size. My shirt was a size small. My pants was a size 5. I was so nice. I looked so good back then. Don't know what happened to me. But yeah, I was a size 5. My shirts were size small / medium. My little blazer was like a / small medium as well. I was a very petite, I guess you might say. Petite, not petite, but I was like a small girl, like, you know. And that's why he picked me up. Like, I only weighed 145, and I think he weighed like 165. A little heavier than me by 25 pounds. He picked me up like nothing. And that's when he saw me. He wouldn't stop staring at me, and I just felt like something's wrong with him. I don't know. But yeah, like, we just talked for a while. He gave me another hug, and that was the last contact I had with him. And after that, I just had this lingering feeling. I was like, what would happen if I would just give this guy a chance? Because clearly my ex was toxic. He was hurting me. At this time, he was already like, kind of like shouting at me a lot, calling me bad stuff, like a whore, like a bitch, because he said that it's my fault that guys like me because the way I dress. And I'm like, I don't expose anything. I just wear tight clothing, but that's because I like skinny jeans, stuff like that. One time, we were riding our bikes. Yeah, we were riding our bikes with my cousin and his girlfriend, and it was me and him and some other 2 guys. And we were riding our bikes because we were all into bikes back then. And the goal was to ride all the way to Palos Verdes. So I was like, oh yeah, bet I could do that. So I started riding my bike. One of the other opposite sides of the side didn't see me or something, so I had to kind of do like a sharp turn. There was a lot of bikes that day too. And I fell on the ground. I fell on the ground, and I remember my ex like dropped everything right away. He went running towards me and says, oh my god. It's like, Mosa, you're okay? He calls me Mosa. Are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. I just fell. This guy, I don't know if he was twisted or something in his head. I have no idea. So I was fucking in the floor, like in pain, right? He comes and whispers in my ear, you look sexy as fuck right now. On the floor hurt. The fuck is that? You look sexy as fuck on the floor being hurt. I was like, what the fuck? And my cousin hated him. It's like, he's not good for you. But again, pendeja yo, see, he's for me, he's for me. I love him, because I'm stupid. And I was like thinking about that like the whole day, like, why did he say that? And I just took it like, he's like, get up, Mosa, like, you're okay. I was like, okay. And he talks to me like a soft voice, like, you're okay. Okay. I was like, okay. So I get back up and we start riding our bikes again, and then something bad happens. My cousin's bike breaks, and then my ex offers to give him. If you guys didn't know, my ex was in the marathon a lot, so he used to love running a lot, and he also was in track. So he was in the whole situation. So the bike breaks, and he offers to give the bike to my cousin because my cousin is a little on the heavy side, so he can run back, And yeah, I remember that I was in my bike and my ex was just running. I thought I was so extra, like the hell. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, that's the thing that he would say to me, guys. That's the type of things that he would say to me. I think he was the type of guy that likes to hurt people he loves, and it pleased him. I think that's what it was. A sadist? What do you call those people, guys? A sadist? Is that what you call them? Yes, I know it was a red flag, but yo pendeja. When I met my hubby, I learned what it is to be in a healthy relationship, and I'm literally obsessed with my husband. You can tell your husband is a good guy. You can tell, honestly. Because he has like, he looks very happy when he's with you. In the pictures, he's always smiling. He looks like a best friend, like, remember I told you guys, anyone that makes you laugh a lot, that's your best friend and your significant other, Because Kevin has never hurted me, like, physically, verbally, nothing. We have our little disagreements, but it never gets loud. Like, fuck you, bitch. Never. And, yeah, I would say Kevin is my first healthy relationship. But to think I used to think I used to be with someone like that, you know? It's crazy to me. Like, what was I thinking? Obviously, I'm a little older now, so I kind of know. Pero I still am a little shocked. Why was I with that guy like that? With the attitude that I have right now, a la puta mierda, I would have let no fucking guy ever touch me. No fucking guy. But I had to learn from that experience for me to be the person I am right now, which is kind of crazy, you know? Because I was a run over girl. Like, anyone could have taken advantage of me. Anyone at that point. If I would have met a guy that was super nice to me, I would have different standards. I would have been like, oh my God, this is what I like. But because I had to have the fucking horrible experience of meeting a guy who was a freaking shitty ass person, I end up learning the hard way. Like, you deserve better, you know? And that's when I learned, like, girl, what are you doing? Now, me looking at the Yuli back, I'm so mad for her. I really am. I want to tell her, like, girl, buckle up and fucking leave him. There would have been so many ways for me to leave him. Text him earlier and cut ties with him. Block him. He would eventually moved on, because what can he do? He can't force me to be with him. But I was just, like, I felt like I was chained to him. And I couldn't leave him because I believe everything he said. He said, leave me and I'm going to hurt your family. Well, I believe it, guys. I was fucking stupid. I didn't even think I'm going to call the cops. You know, nothing. I didn't think nothing. I don't know why was I stupid. And one time he's like, leave it and I'm gonna hurt your brothers. And I know people, and I was like, okay, and I just stay quiet. Like, yeah, he's gonna hurt my brothers. I gotta be quiet. You know? It was a blessing that he cheated on me. I'm just telling you right now. That girl was a blessing in disguise. I'm just gonna say that. I wasn't even mad at her. When she called me, I was trying to console her, like, you know, he loves you. He's your problem, not mine. You know? But, it's funny because I was trying to convince her, give him a chance, give him a chance. I don't want him back. I don't want him back. Give him a chance. That's basically where it came down to it. Like, give him a chance. But eventually I felt bad and I told her, you know what? Yes, that's why my ex got mad, guys. But this is what happened. I felt bad at the end of I didn't tell you guys the ending part, but at the end of the conversation with me and this girl, I had told her, look, I told her, if I was you, I would not be with him. She's like, why? I didn't want to say it, but I was like, he hits me. I said, he hits me, he hurts me physically, and right now he's acting like the perfect boyfriend, because that's how he was when he was with me. He was just like, ooh, that's not the shade I wanted. He acts like very, like, you know, like he's the best boyfriend ever. That's a facade, I tell her. I told her that's a facade. That shit's gonna, like, that's just gonna go away. And you're gonna meet a guy that does not look like nothing like the first guy you met. Like 10 minutes later, 10 minutes later, my ex calls me. What the fuck did you tell her? What the fuck did you tell her? What? It's like, she broke up with me. I know you want me back, bitch. So I was like, I don't want you back. I was trying to convince her that you clearly like her because you broke up with me. And yeah, he got mad at me. And I was like, what the fuck? But at the end of the day, even though I was happy that, you know, she took my problem away, at the end of the day, I wasn't going to be fucked up and be like, oh, you know, que la lastimen a ella también, you know, I can't. So I did end up telling her, and she broke up with him. They didn't last it. They lasted, I think, a month together. Yeah, like they lasted like a month together. And because I warned her and I told her, yeah, he gets violent. He's a very jealous guy. So I don't know how you look like, but I'm pretty sure you're a pretty girl. He's very controlling of who you talk to, who you hang out with, and what you do. And she said like, oh, I have noticed that like at work he be telling me who I'm talking to, and I thought it was cute because, you know, slight jealousy. Oh, trust me. I was like, trust me, that is not cute. He talks to you in that little sweet tone voice because he's trying to make an excuse for himself. He'll be like, hey, baby, don't talk to him. He starts with cute, and then it gets aggressive. If he sees it more, he becomes more aggressive. And I told her, I'm telling you, I've been with him for 5 years. I know what kind of guy he is. So I know, in a sense, I warned her. At the end of the conversation, she said, I'm sorry. You know, I didn't know he had a girlfriend. He said he was single. But even after he did told me he had a girlfriend, I still wanted him. I was like, oh my God, what kind of girl are you? What kind of girl are you that does that? But I didn't say anything, whatever, you know. It is what it is, you know. He left me, it's fine. You know, I think you actually helped me because you took him off my chest. And he's like, oh, I don't want him anymore. I was like, well, that's up to you guys. You know, you called me. I don't know how you found my number, but I'm telling you, I am not reaching out to him. If he still has my number saved, that's, yeah, I said, that's his problem. I just can't control who he has in his contacts. You know? He's like, yeah, you're right. And yeah, and then after that, like I think he never called me, deleted my number. I don't know. I also never saved it. Like, why should I? You know, I don't know nothing about her. But yeah, that's what happened, guys. Ocean eyes. We're done with our makeup. What time is it? 9:33. Which eyeshadow palette did I use? I use this one. I think Jules has this palette. I use this one. And then the shimmer, I use Amaresi. Anastasia Beverly. It's a very old palette. I use this shimmer right here mixed with this one. So I do still have a good amount. Hold on. I do still have a good amount in my debit card. Tomorrow we're gonna go to the Coach outlet. And we're gonna go treat ourselves to something good. Maybe another wristlet or maybe another charm. I don't know, guys, but I'm gonna head out. Working or shopping. I'm going to work today. Tomorrow I'm off. It's not what you told her. She broke up with him because I'm sure she experienced some of his toxic ways. It's not your makeup at some point. Thank you. Well, whatever reason it was, after our conversation, 5 to 10 minutes later, he called me saying that she literally said that. She said, I spoke to your ex-girlfriend. She told me a lot of information that I did not like. And that's it. That's why he was mad, because he called me and said, what the hell did you tell her? And I said the truth. I told her the truth. You're a cheater, you're an abuser, and you physically hit me. I never hit you in the face. He doesn't count physical abuse because he never touched my face. He counted as just my body. And it doesn't count. He said, I never touched your face. That doesn't mean I never hit you. What kind of reasonable is that? Reasoning is that? So he hit me everywhere else except my face. So that means he never abused me. That's what he said. He slapped me the shit out of me, but still. Yes, something cute is mom. I can't watch tomorrow. She'll make me want to go shopping too. Jules, you better be here, girl. I love you guys. Have a beautiful day. We got ready. It's 9:35. We're gonna be there on time. I love you guys. Thank you so much to everyone in the chat. Uchi, Jules, Sonia, Betty Boo was here for a little bit and then she left. She's probably busy, mommy. She's probably taking her kids to school. Much love to Betty as well. I love you guys. I'll see you guys really soon. Hope you enjoy your day. Hope to see you later in all the Rexy ladies crew. Yes, Uchi, my love. Yes. Hopefully tomorrow's a good day. I already made my plans, so I don't know about Kevin, but he made his little plans with his little buddies. Oh, I'm sorry, Betty Boo. Well, bye, my Betty Boo. But he made his plans with his little boys. I'm gonna make plans with me. Bye, bye, cute little Rexies. Bye. My phone is dying again. Ugh.